Good morning, scholars and champions, and welcome back to the second semester. My name is Mr. Gaines. I'm the assistant principal, and on behalf of Principal Edwards, Associate Principal Ms. Oliver, and Assistant Principal Mr. Lowe, we have put together a short 20-minute video to talk about the goals and the expectations for you as a Ridge Point High School student. We have approximately 21 weeks of school left, and we want you to get the best and the most out of each week. During the video, you will hear about the expectations of Ridge Point High School and the Ridge Point Way. So make sure you pay close attention to what you're about to hear in the video. Good luck and go Panthers! Ridge Point High School Investment Days, getting to know the Panther Way. Grades. You need 26 credits in order to graduate. Zeros are not respectful and will affect your GPA and your ability to earn credit. Makeup work is your responsibility. Work with your teachers. Everything counts now. The grades you earn will follow you forever. New grading policy. Credits will now be awarded by semester, not just at the end of the school year. Students will now receive 1/2 credit for each semester of a course they successfully complete. GPA will still be based on the year-end average of the course. Composite grading. If a student fails semester 1 of a year-long course, he may still earn credit for the entire year if his semester 2 grade added to his semester 1 grade equals 140. Notice the example. Semester 1, you make a 64. Semester 2, you make a 76. When you add those two together, they equal 140. So this situation, you will receive credit. Okay, everyone, make sure you pay close attention to this next slide. Exemptions for everyone. That means exemption for everyone. First time that this has happened in Fort Bend ISD. So pay close attention to what's going on in this slide. Students in 9th to 12th grade can all receive exemptions. There is a different requirement for each grade level. So for more information, make sure you check out the Prowler or see each one of your counselors for more details. Attendance. Compulsory attendance is state law. You must be in attendance 90% of the time in order to obtain credit for the class. You have only 2 days to bring in a note to excuse an absence. Dress code. Come to school every day dressed modestly. Also wear appropriate messages and slogans if you're going to wear them at all. Infractions may not be corrected with a jacket, sweater, or a sweatshirt. The first offense only, parents will be allowed to bring a change of clothes, or the students will remain in ISS for the day. Dress code again. No sleepwear or slippers, no holes or frays in your clothing, natural hair color only. Do not wear hairstyles that are going to be distracting like mohawks or feathers or anything like that. No visible tattoos, no bandanas of any color, no hats and headwear, no piercings other than ears. Dress code continued. Girls, make sure that your hemlines are no shorter than 3 inches above the knee, front and back. No belly, back, or undergarments showing. Shirts, no tanks, spaghetti straps, or racer backs. You can read the rest. No yoga pants. Now boys, no sagging pants, no sleeveless shirts, no earrings for athletes. All others may wear a stud only in their ear. No facial hair or lines in your hair. No tank tops. School property. Textbooks, lockers, and the parking lot belongs to the school and are subject to fines, fees, and search at any time. Any damages done will be billed to the responsible student for repairs or replacement costs.
Slide 11, take 2.
At no point during the school day should anyone enter or exit the building from any other doors or provide access into the building. Remember, our grass is a memorial area, therefore do not walk or stand or park on the grass. Bell schedule. You ought to report immediately to the cafeteria and spread out along Main Street unless you are attending tutorials. Please spread out. Don't bunch up and block traffic. Dismissal. Report it immediately to your designated area. No one is allowed in the building after 2:40 unsupervised. Advisory class will meet each Wednesday after third period. Operation Smart Start. By now, everyone should be familiar with Operation Smart Start. It is our tardy dress code and lanyard policy. And here are a few of the examples. First and second infractions, there's a warning. On the third infraction, your parent will be contacted. And the fourth infraction, you'll receive a lunch detention, and you can read the rest. When we get down to 8 and 9, as you can see, there are ISS and OSS infractions. So please, make sure you're taking care of your business and being at school on time. This is accumulative for every 9 weeks and includes, once again, IDs, dress codes, and tardy violations. Hallway expectations. Always walk on the right side of the hallway. If you bump into someone, say excuse me, even if it's not your fault. If someone drops a book, be the first to help. If you see trash, it shows great character to pick it up. Speak in a low, respectful tone, no running at any time. Transitions will be swift, quiet, and orderly. Cafeteria expectations. Use appropriate volume in cafeteria at all times. Clean up after yourself. Food and drink items cannot leave the cafeteria. Use your time wisely, as you will have 30 minutes. Skipping in lines is disrespectful and unacceptable. Fighting and/or major disruptions. This normally constitutes a 3-day suspension that is out of school. Citations will be issued. Self-defense cannot be claimed if you do not attempt to get help prior to fighting. And remember this, animals fight. Our brain separates us from animals. Use your words, not your fist. Turn to one of us before getting to that point. Subsequent offenses result in maximum penalties available. Drugs and alcohol or under the influence. This normally constitutes a 3-day out-of-school suspension, a minimum of 45 days at the DAEP. A citation will normally be issued, and this may result in an expulsion. Students who report these violations to administration will be rewarded through Crime Stoppers. Bullying and/or cyberbullying. No one comes to school to be mistreated, and this will not be tolerated. Live by the golden rule. Treat others the way you want to be treated. Seek help from teachers, counselors, or administrators. It's not just playing if the other person doesn't think it's funny. Repeated incidents will result in ISS, suspension, and/or prosecution. Citations may be issued. Transportation. Remember, riding the bus is a privilege and not a right. So if there's any forms of misbehavior or misconduct on the bus, there are consequences, such as a warning, 3 days of bus suspension, 5 days of bus suspension, 7 days, and a possible removal for the remainder of the school year. And you even may be issued a citation if it gets too bad. Digital citizenship. iPads, smartphones, laptops, etc. RPHS is a BYOD, or Bring Your Own Device campus. However, the purpose is to safely and responsibly enhance the educational experience through the use of technology. At the beginning of each school year, parents must designate on the student parent checklist if their student is allowed full access or school computer only access to technology. Digital citizenship continued. Students may access the RPHS guest-filtered wireless internet for educational reasons only. Devices being used for non-educational purposes will be confiscated, and students will be charged a $15 fee with a 24-hour wait time until a parent can pick up the device. Digital citizenship continued. For safety reasons, all devices and accompanying earbuds, headphones are prohibited during passing periods. That means when you're walking down the hallway and walking up and down stairs, they are prohibited. You are not supposed to have them on or out. For liability reasons, we will not deliver electronic devices to students. Teachers may mandate when technology must be powered down, that is, testing. Digital citizenship continued. The use of earbuds, headphones, and the other peripheral devices in class require teacher approval. We will not investigate claims related to lost or stolen electronic devices, so please be responsible with your electronic devices. Parents and students should not text one another during the instructional time. If a student has an issue requiring parental contact, she or he can report to any office for assistance. Digital citizenship continued. Devices are not to be used for audio or video recording unless related directly to a classroom assignment that requires teacher permission. No photographs of other students may be taken at any time. Inappropriate use of digital devices or any attempt to violate the provisions of the Digital Citizenship Agreement may result in the revocation of the student's access to the computer or network or internet. School disciplinary and/or appropriate legal action may also be taken. After-school activities. Students in ISS, OSS, or in the DAEP may not attend after-school activities. Students must be seated in the bleachers to wait for the start of the game. If you are in the building roaming, you will be sent home. Rides must be on time at the end of the game, or you will not be able to stay for the next game. The Ridgepoint Way. In all things, be respectful. Always respond with yes, sir, or no, ma'am. Be on time. Be prepared. Avoid problems. Do not smack your lips, roll your eyes, or show disrespect with gestures. This is not adult behavior. Shake hands with visitors. Welcome them and always make sure they have an ID badge. The Ridgepoint Way continued. In all things, be respectful. Have a willingness to learn. Know the teacher's name and greet them by name in the hall. When a substitute is there, the rules still apply. No matter the circumstances, be honest. Learn from your mistakes and move on. Be the best person you can be. This concludes our presentation. If you have any questions about anything presented here today, please ask your advisory teacher or any of the principals. This presentation will also be posted on the Prowler so that you can refer back to it if you need to. Let's have a great year. Go Panthers!